For today's cook, we're going to be using Western's Premium Hickory. Let's get it. Hey, welcome back to the channel, guys. Today we got a good one for you. We're going to be knocking out some smoked oxtails. First thing we're going to do, we're going to get these coals hot. We're going to get them lighted up and let's get going. So for any good barbecue cook, what you want to do, you want to pre-soak your wood. So I got a little bucket of water here and I'm going to soak this wood for approximately 30 minutes, 40 minutes prior to cooking. So a good time, get your coals started, let them hook up because it's going to take about 30 minutes to an hour to get your barbecue run at the right temperature. So go ahead and just dump in your wood. I'm using these hickory chunks by Western. I'm going to go ahead and just fill this bucket up. And periodically, I'm just going to be moving it around, oscillating them, so that way they can all get the right amount of moisture to the wood. Really nice, clean smoke out of this. All right, guys. So today we're going to be doing some oxtail. Many of you have probably never seen an oxtail in the full like this. So I had it partially butchered from my butcher shop. So we got it segmented right, so for your each little vertebrae there. I'm going to finish up, show you how to break this down the rest of the way, and then today we're going to be knocking out some smoked oxtails. So usually when you get an oxtail, they're already going to come broken down. To finish the job in this case, simply just run your knife in between the vertebrae. It's just get yourself a really sharp knife and it'll go through it like butter. So here we're just going to finish up processing this guy and then we're going to move on to the next piece. Okay, so on to the dry rub. So the dry rub, you're going to want to use some salt and pepper, some garlic powder, paprika, and cayenne. Use your best judgment, tailor it to your own flavor profile, use what you like, right? Now that we sprinkled everything on, you really want to get in there, massage it around, roll it around. We want to get every last bit that's on that cutting board. We don't want to waste anything. So make sure that it's coated thoroughly because that's where that flavor is going to come from. So we're going to season it again later on, but this is that first round. It's really going to look nice. So look at that. That's caked up. That's ready to go. We're going to get it tossed onto the smoker. We're going to let our smoker finish getting up to temp, and we're going to toss them on for a couple of hours so they can get some nice smoke. We got a couple of our chunks here. We're going to go and toss these on the coals. My buddy bears back for another round of smoked meats. All right, so we're putting the oxtails on here. I'm really trying to put them on from biggest to smallest, descending away from the firebox.
2 hours later.
It's been a couple of hours now. They're starting to get a nice color to them. They're starting to turn a little bit cherry red. They're still gonna be really tough at this point. So what we wanna do, we wanna break down that cartilage, break down that meat. So we're gonna move them over to some braising liquid. Everything's better with a stick of butter. So we're gonna toss in a stick of butter and we're gonna hit it with a whole quart of some beef broth. And then we gotta slap your mama. So we're gonna go ahead with some white slap yo mama and some red. So the white is basically just a white pepper slap yo mama, and then a red is just gonna be a really, really spicy. So hit it with that, hit it with some garlic powder, go ahead and salt, pepper, and we're gonna chop in a whole onion, get that thing tossed in there. If you wanna add some carrots and celery and all the rest of it, go ahead. I personally just didn't have any on hand today. So we're gonna let that thing go. We're gonna cover it up and we're gonna let it smoke for another couple of hours.
One eternity later.
You can really cook this thing from start to finish in about 4.5 hours, but I let it go longer today. I cooked it for about 6. And when I pulled that foil off, guys, look at these. These are just glistening in the sun. They are so freaking good. They smell amazing. I can't wait to get a bite of this thing. Let's get after it. I've been slow braising these oxtails all day. Oh my gosh, guys, they're so juicy, so delicious. Let's get after it. Let's dig in. Wow. Dude, that flavor, that smokiness, that richness of that meat. Oh my goodness, this could go so good over mashed potatoes. This could go good with rice. This could go good with just about anything. This is Southern comfort. Wow, I'm speechless. I don't even know what to say. This is so good.